Ah, good old OBS crashing on me. But no, yeah, the return policy is basically my rules for actually getting a full return. If you want to if you do it that way, uh, like if you aren't pleased, I do allow it if you're not pleased because of the condition of the item. Um, but if you complain that it doesn't work, then if I specify in my ad that it doesn't work and you still buy it, then it's your fault that you paid for it because you didn't read the full listing. Uh, but also, like things like if I sell something that is marked as new or unopened and you open it, you don't get a full refund. Uh, and yeah, it's just one of the nice things about eBay is they do allow you to uh, add things to that. Let's see. I'm going to say that because I don't care. So, am I actually streaming again or no? Because the chat doesn't seem to be moving now. Because it'd be funny if I'm just here talking to myself now. Don't know the year. And chat doesn't seem to be moving from me. Gravy. But thank you, Mr. Miles. I guess when it crashed, my pop-out chat window decided to stop working. So let's go back over to here real quick so I can see it. I'm going to go to the board and re-pop out the chat so I can see it. We'll go back over here and switch back over. And I don't actually know the names of all the Powerpuff Girls. I know there's Buttercup. Does anyone know the name of the Powerpuff Girls? I don't want to have to look it up. Or should I have to... I might as well. Oh, fantastic. That's why. Thanks, Mr. Miles. So let's do it this way. See, I get to learn all this new stuff. Isn't that fun, people? Let's hope that OBS doesn't crash on me again, because this will be fun. One of the problems of having a shitty laptop. Well, technically, okay, now that I've got it going back up, and yes, Mr. Miles, just I'm going back to the chat now that I have the right window up. It's not going to be the right one on the stream now, but uh, that's because I'm not going to change that for the time being. But let's see. Personal return policies mean nothing. It yes and no. The way I've actually worded mine are I've actually talked to the eBay. I've called eBay to talk about it. The ones that I've actually mentioned in there are okay. The only one they actually have an issue with is the whole mocking of the buyer may ensue, because they don't appreciate that. But I still have it in there for my own personal edification. And you can go over the seller's heads if they don't actually have a stated return policy based on eBay's return policy. But because I have that set up, that's what they allow me to do. eBay's never had an issue with that, and I rarely have any returns. I did recently have one, but that was my fault because it got damaged in the when I mailed it, and I consider that my mistake, not the seller or not the buyers. So I actually paid for the return shipping and everything, and he still gave me positive feedback. So, and he even trusted me because there was an issue with eBay on the eBay side. And thank you, Germ, by the way, for telling me the names. But, yeah, there was an issue with eBay, so he had to trust me that I would pay him back for the return shipping. Because my stated, my return policy is I don't pay for return shipping. When I went ahead and offered it to him because the mistake was mine and not his, then sorry, when that when Mr. Miles thing came up, it distracted me. I actually had to give him an additional refund out of PayPal itself. And I told him once I receive it, I'll give you the refund. And once I received it, I gave him the refund. The full refund. So he actually ended up giving two refunds. One for the price that he paid for the item, and the second one was for the return shipping. And yes, Mr. Miles, thank you very much for not trying to distract me. And yeah, you can actually say no refunds as long as it is in accordance with eBay's regular return policies, such as, like for me, if you buy something and it's your fault, like I've had people buy something and they're like, oh, this is actually not the one I wanted, then you don't get a refund, and eBay won't make me give them a refund for that. Unless they do according to my return policy, which is then they have to pay the return shipping on their own. So, and we'll just do this. I have no idea what set these are from. I don't know what year. So let's just go ahead and add the photos. This is still my CNA stream stuff. So we will go to this. Right now the pictures are all disorganized because I literally just transferred them over from my phone. This is all stuff that's going to end up going on the store eventually. Depends on your definition of tacos, Germ. Jack in the Box has things they call tacos that I don't actually consider tacos, but they do have them. Great. Laptop's already at 50%. So let's make these a little bit better. most people I've noticed don't actually try to abuse the system. I have had a few people screw me over back before I instituted my return policy the way I have it worded. And for instance, I had a guy that bought an item, claimed it got damaged during shipping, but the way he described the damage was virtually impossible because I had shipped, let's use this piece of paper for example. It was 2 video games, and because of the envelope I had used, the games were, one game was right here, the other game was right here, so they were put lengthwise in the envelope, and then wrapped with bubble wrap, cardboard bracers in the corners, and another piece of cardboard on the back for added protection. Now, what he claimed was somehow both games got penetrated all the way through. And that would have meant that something had stabbed the games both times. Or each game in nearly the same exact spot. But somehow did not damage the bubble wrap or the cardboard. And he demanded a refund, saying they got damaged during shipping. Now, a little trick another eBayer told me was, what you do, anytime you sell an item, what you do is you take a small UV pen and you mark your item on the with the UV pen. That way people can't see it with the naked eye. And if they return it, then you use the UV light to see if that particular item is marked. And when he returned that item, both items did not have the UV mark that I had put on there. And when I mentioned that, he said that, he had actually cleaned both damaged discs with the exact chemical compound to remove UV pen marks, but not dirt. So, and because he did not end up getting his refund, he left me negative feedback, and it took me a few weeks to get that removed, because eBay agreed with me that he obviously was not returning the same item that he had purchased. Alright, since Caddy is in the shop, or in the chat, I don't know why I said shop, how much do you want to sell these for, sweetheart? Well, the reason I was... well, a little bit of coffee down the wrong pipe. I was actually able to get it removed because, one, he attacked me personally in the thing, saying that I was an asshole, I was a fucking asshole, and using profane language is not something they approve of, and that was one of the reasons I was able to get rid of it. Ironically, it wasn't the reason they agreed to get rid of it. Well, same thing, Mr. Miles. Most of the time, eBay's treated me right. I mean, I think the fees sometimes can be out there, especially since I actually pay for an actual store. I don't have just a personal eBay. I actually have a store set up, which gives me access to certain things that most people doesn't. No, do not touch my glasses. Uh-oh. Now I'm getting something on my phone. which I'm actually going to unplug. Oh, it's just something stupid. And if she's here, she should be telling me how much she wants to sell it for. Otherwise, I'm just going to put $5 and activate the thing. Yes, she has broke these things many times. Which is why they can go like this now. So how much should I put it for, sweetheart? Otherwise, I'm just going to put $5 and then activate the automatic lowering thing. Oh, and sweetheart, if you remember this guy that you picked up, I actually went and cleaned him off, so he no longer has the stain here. And we will be posting this as well later. I just haven't taken pictures of it. It's a little dinosaur plush that she grabbed. So, like $1. Oh, this is... Alright, this is what I do when I don't know how much something is worth. I just go to eBay and I see what other people are selling it for. And then I sell it for cheaper. Oh, that's just because it's showing my stuff. I don't want to search just my stuff. I want to search eBay. Actually, I guess these might actually be real Legos. Alright, so if the sets are going for about $10, then I'm guessing the figures by themselves aren't worth all that much. So, yeah. I get that, sweetheart. I know that it's not the full set. I was just typing it in. But that makes me want to check where... Hold on. Welcome to the real Caddy's Corner. Do these actually say Lego somewhere on them? Almost all Lego products say Lego somewhere on them. And I don't know if you can see that, but right on its neck stump, it says Lego. So these are actual Legos, not just Lego compatible. So, they are legitimately Lego. So I'm going to change the name to Bauergot, and I'm going to get rid of the compatible part. So, let's see. Well, how about this? We'll put them for, since there's 3 of them, we'll put them for $3. And international returns, no. First class package, offer local pickup. I always offer local pickup. Let's see, it's going to be in a 8 by 4 by 1 inch package. And for the wait when I bust out my it's entirely possible I had put the wrong name on there. So now I'm just going to weigh it real quick to see all that good stuff. Let's see, all three figures plus an envelope comes to a little over an ounce. So once I put the tape and the label on there, it'll probably be closer to 2 ounces. So, and because the way first class packaging works, they are all anything under 4 ounces is all the same. So I'm just going to put 4 ounces. I'm not going to promote it because I'm not going to pay anything for that. Mandela, what? I have no idea what you're trying to say there, bird. And we will list the item. We'll see. I'm done now, for now. And let's see. We can do this. I should have brought it back up. I see. What was that one? Oh. Oh, fudge. There you go. There. That way you guys can see it there. Tell me if I made any mistakes. Alright, if Caddy's still paying attention, did you figure out what that other My Little Pony thing was? The name of it. Because I figured that's the next thing I'd post for you. Well, I have no interest in looking it up, so I don't have to pretend I'm not a brony. Well, it's 8:30 and I'm caffeinating, so what are the names of the ones you do know? You do remember, Steph? Hey, babe. Nice to see you there. I can't remember. Alright, so let me put it over here so you guys can see it real quick. If my computer will let it play. Alright, so Which is which? Well, I guess that's proof, or at least evidence for the fact that Harry Potter isn't real, or that you're just a muggle and not a wizard. Okay, so that one's Fluttershy. What is which is the one you don't know what it is? And if anyone else in the chat actually does know, uh, Rarity is the purple one. So it's this one you don't know, the white one in the middle. Ponk. Wait, is Ponk its name? Okay, now I'm confused. You know what, Bird? I almost thought that it was true, and I'm like, oh, he must have looked it up. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I'm not going to read that out loud. Fudge. So, the purple one is. So, are we. Oh, fudge. Sweetheart, this is why you need to do the research before I post these up. All right. Alright, so. Okay, no, the white one is Rarity, not the purple one, Steph. Or, Caddy, sorry. You guys did not hear me say her real name. So. The other one is. I'm going to say that's purple, so. Alright, so is that the right. Is that the same one? Yes, it will. It actually already did because of the last things we posted for her. Alright, so. What is that? The ice cream sundae. So we just got to find the one with an ice cream sundae on it. So let's do it this way. Maybe. Okay. That's an old one, but it says. What does its name say? It doesn't say. Twilight Sparkle is the one with the ice cream sundae on it. Oh, why am I doing it this way? Alright, so triple treat. See if that's what it says. Release. That would be funny to do it that way. Soundwave Optimus Prime and Megatron. No, apparently it's not that one. So. No, this is a new one. I just don't know the name of it. Okay, Lickety Split is another one, apparently. No, shit. Wrong thing. Why did it do it that way? G1. Don't. It's not G1. I know that much. So let's check this. No, I just brought the same thing. That's closer though. Well, I can't figure it out. I'm not going to spend that much time considering the laptop is already down to a quarter of its power. And I want to at least get 2 of these listings done for her, so... and... what was the other one you said it was? The one you knew, sweetheart? Fluttershy. And because I don't actually have power in my storage unit, Mr. Miles, everything in here is running on battery power, including the lights. I want to be silly on this one. Alright. Yep, this is the storage unit where I keep all the store's stuff. In fact, everything behind me is stuff that is on the store. Or is soon to be on the store. I have an inverter, but unfortunately this is an upstairs storage unit and I can't park my car inside. Alright, so we will put it in collectibles, toys, other, and Caddy's Corner. So where's Caddy's Corner? Used. Okay, you can't get a solar panel to use inside. I'm still inside. I wouldn't be able to get a really long extension cord because, unfortunately, my that would run it past the elevator, and I'm not going to get a generator too. That's the door. Yeah, that's the door to the storage unit. But while you're here, you're not allowed to have your doors shut. It's so they know that you're not trying to live in your storage unit or something. So let's see, where are the ponies? All right. But yeah, there are other lights that I have here, like. But that one is powered by a battery, Same with the light that's right over there. Yeah, but I don't think any battery that could be that is uh, solar powered would necessarily work fairly well to power my laptop while I'm here. So I think after I post this one, I'm not going to try to go for a third, at least not uh, while on the stream. Mostly because the laptop's gonna die before I finish, and I hate having unfinished ones. And eBay naturally saves it as a draft, but then I forget that there was a draft, so I start it over again, and then when I see the draft, then I finish the draft, and then I sometimes have two of the same listing. So Hasbro. Character type. I'm just going to say unicorn because I think those are unicorns. Plastic. Model. No. Oh, what did Mr. Miles send me? I'm trying to get this thing done and you're sending me stuff. My Little Pony. Suitable for, I'm going to say unisex because we all know that there are. Oh, it's a picture of an actual solar panel that could be used to power a laptop. Well, what I'm going to end up doing, once I get a little bit more money running, and one of the things I want to do is get an actual storage facility that has power. My old unit did have power, but they also decided 1 month to increase my rent 150%, saying that they failed to get the correct dimensions of my storage unit. They had listed it as a 10 by 20, and it turned out it was actually a 12 by 20. So that extra square footage, they said, that meant that they needed to increase my rent from $150 a month to, I think it was $300 and something. And they literally did not tell me that until they decided to charge me. Oh, and there goes the laptop warning. It's going to die soon. So let's see if I can get this posted real quick. Whoops, wrong thing. Welcome to California, Mr. Miles. I have a storage unit in Texas that charges me $25 a month for something the same size I have here for $100. I'm just going to put 5. We'll look it up, whatever it is, later. Let's see. Calculated, offer local pickup, first class packaging. 8, 4, 1. We'll just say 6 ounces for now. I'll weigh it and check. I can update it later. And yes, when you actually said that, I did forget that. How big is your storage unit? Well, in that case, Stephanie, at $2 a piece, $5 is a good price for all three of them. Especially when we don't know what the third one is. And let's see. Hopefully I can get this done before... There we go. That way you guys can see the two latest items in... Cancel. On Caddy's Corner. And because the laptop's about to die, I'm going to go ahead and say... later, folks. If you want Caddy, send me the stuff, text me the info, and I'll update the listing. Because I can update them from my phone just using the app. And actually, it's easier to update on the app than it actually is on the regular thing. 10 by 12 and you get it for $30? God damn. This here is a 10 by 10 and it's cost me $100 a month. You better hurry up, sweetheart, if you're going to say also, because everything's about to die. I know, it still has the wrong chat window. Alright, I will duel you after the stream, after you send me a link to the new thing you posted. No, I made her a deal that if she posts to the Twitter thing like she's supposed to be doing, I'll duel her on Duel Links, a Yu-Gi-Oh! App thing on the